when we first approach this endeavor, this call to action and this desire to overcome at once cripples the novice and crucifies the advanced student. We are so reliant on our own resources that we fail to recognize that we have not sourced ourselves correctly. We believe that we are separate. We believe that we are autonomous, and we perceive a world that reinforces this belief. This recognition is what denies us access to the Comforter and demeans the very power we do have, which is the power of decision. I do not like the way I feel now, and so I must decide to see I have decided wrongly. For I do not like how I feel now. Any movement in an attempt to move forward without accepting that I do not like how I feel now will merely reinforce and justify the position of misperception of where I am now and who I am now. So it's essential that we first acknowledge that we do not like how we feel, and from there, not move an inch, acknowledging and accepting that if I do not like how I feel, then I must not be myself. I am mistaken in myself, and therefore education is what is required, illumination is what is required, not fighting against or moving forward. Because there is no moving forward if you do not know what character you play. And so you must sit still, allow yourself to be found. Allow the one bleating sheep in 99 to call on Christ, the shepherd, to come and rescue you from the bushes. You cannot be obfuscating and isolating yourself deeper and deeper by trying to outwit your shame and blame and extricate yourself from the thorns that you have encrusted upon your crown. You must allow yourself to be lifted out of delusion and into sanity, and thereby recognize you are already saved. You cannot reestablish a state of awareness of who you are. You must simply accept that you're mistaken when you think something other than what is true. With that simple acceptance that the only power you have is to deny Christ, and you have no power to change your identity in Christ, can you therefore and thereby be rescued from your own delusion. And when you are rescued from your own delusion by the one who loves you and sees you clearly, when that vision tips the scales from your eyes and once again claims you as a child of God, then and only then can you begin to move very gently forward. Until that point, it is much better that you pause and pray and not know and accept that you are blind and cannot see until it is revealed once more to you where the delusion lies, what the belief is that has lied and obfuscated your true identity to you. If you feel bad, if you feel distressed, if you feel disdainful of yourself, then you are believing a lie. You have forgotten your identity in Christ. You have forgotten your inviolate nature, and you have forgotten that you are the inheritor of the kingdom, regardless of what you believe. Anything you do to try and rescue yourself, any feats of courage or compromise or consolation that you offer yourself, any false comfort, any faux friends or false frivolity will simply embed you deeper in the denial of Christ. Christ is. You are an idea in the mind of God, and that is a fact. And nothing, no delusion on earth, no Maya in the universe can dissuade you from your true identity. It can distract you, but it cannot change the reality of who and what you are. It's immutable, inviolate. You are invulnerable, and when you suffer pain and distress and discomfort of any kind, and then seek to comfort yourself, you are further through shame and self-blame, crawling away from the comforter, the one who sees you clearly and can address the light in your mind at any moment, should you request that. And so the most essential thing to do when you are feeling that sense of isolation, disassociation, dismemberment, and disintegration, when you feel that distress and that depression, what is called for is to pause and rest and recoup awareness of what is true. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot do this for yourself. It is not up to you. You can merely give permission by open-heartedly offering yourself exactly as you are, with whatever you feel, to the clarity that you must have a perceptual problem. If you are sad, if you are tired, if you are low, if you are too high, if you are confused, if you are compromised, if you are feeling any of these different distressing thoughts and emotions, then it's to the comforter that you must run. I see now how I've wasted my life in self-comforting, in isolation, in compromise, in shame spirals where I try again and again to free myself from obsidian knots that tighten around me because of my own efforting. When we stop the world and say we want to get off, we are truly acknowledging that we have a perceptual problem because we are seeing the world and ourselves as other. We are not seeing it as one system of reflection of a state of mind. And once you become the enemy of yourself, you cannot be your own rescuer. You must hand yourself over to a higher power to be seen and use the light that is shed upon you to illuminate what is whole and true.